Hey, what's up, guys? It's Jack Spessler here. So today we're actually gonna do another creating video, and this is gonna do RobTop style level. I'm trying to do that. So I guess it's also gonna be sort of like a how-to tutorial, sorta. So the first thing you want to do is choose a song, and this song RobTop doesn't necessarily, aside from Finger Dash, doesn't use dubstep much. So like Frontlines, for example, or Slap Squad, like they would be great songs. And don't use a V2 of a song that RobTop has already used. It doesn't seem you may stray too close to actually uh just re just doing that level all over again. So you'll still want to use songs like Sky Strike. You could, but this songs that just repeat themselves are kind of hard to sync to, in my opinion. So yeah, gotta find one that's good. Let's see about touch strings. Too slow. Flows too well.
This cut has been analytically designed to break on radio, and it will. Sooner or later.
Eurogen circuit worked great. Okay, so
This cut
we got
has
a
been
song.
analytically
We're gonna
designed
want to
to
choose a
break
background.
on
So
radio,
this
and
is.
it will.
It reminds me of this background and these two. So we're gonna go ahead and use the 2.1 background because it's 2.1. And even though 2.1 came out a long time ago, it's still the newer of the two. Gonna stick with this type of ground right here. Up here, RobTop likes to use like very sort of not just flat out like just yellow, like really yellow, or just like really blue. He likes to sort of use faded in between colors. So I think this will be a good purple to start out with. Let's go ahead and see about that. Looks nice. Copy the color. Now paste it here. Make it a little bit darker maybe. Copy that color. Paste it here. Make that. Actually, let's make this like blue. Like that. So we got nice ground right there. The line is right there. You can make that a color. I'm not going to.
This cut has been
So yeah.
analytically designed. This cut.
Actually, let's go change my icons really quick. You know, why not? Just real quick. I know this isn't going to fit everything to do with it, but a request. Except, shout out to you, Russ Lantan. Didn't work well. Okay. Let's get a new cube. A lot of videos I change up my icons like up before, and I did it in this video, so. Like this one right here, the sort of lemons type icon. Wrong way. Okay, project loop. Here we go. So
This cut has been analytically designed to break on.
this is just sort of the start of the
This cut has
song.
been analytically
You may want to
designed
skip the start
to
of the
break
song.
on radio, and it will. Sooner.
So I'm not going to. I'm going to try to sync it.
This cut has been
So I'm going to start with
This cut. This cut.
the cut right here. I'm going to start with that. Give it like a just sort of auto first part. And RobTop tends to use. So first we're just going to make like a sort of layout for it. And RobTop tends to use very basic layouts, not very his layouts are never like extremely fancy. They're sort of basic gameplay. And if a level's hard, it's not necessarily because it's like extreme movements. You just sort of gotta like deadlocked is hard because you have to 3 times speed wave. Club step is hard because of memorization. It's not necessarily like extreme straight fly or extreme memorization. It's sort of a little bit difficult. So he tends to use a lot of just the basic block right here, and it like just this, or like jumps, or like put saws around, and then make it all like. Aside from Toe 2, I can't really think of a bunch of times where he like takes just like a bunch of blocks everywhere. You have to choose the way. It's sort of basic, but still a little bit difficult. Like this right here, this would be a prime example of the classic wall. You just sort of put up a wall here, so the player has to go down. I don't think you can survive that actually. Oh, you can, okay. But yeah, classic wall. So right here, some people may say, oh, you would want to put a orb there. RobTop would not do that. He would probably put a block right there and maybe do like a 4 block, right? And then set a spike, just a small spike at the end. Definitely wouldn't move the spike, he just set it there. And then take another one and put it up and do just like that. Maybe take it. This is like RobTop gameplay right here. So very basic, mostly relying on just jumps and spikes in the beginning, like pretty much every single level, except for like Geometrical Dominator. So let's go ahead and make it like, give it a little bit right there, put a little spike and block right there so you can't just instantly jump. I'm actually going to turn on, since this level isn't going to be meant to be hard, I'm not going to turn on door damage anymore. So see, you can die like that. And RobTop doesn't necessarily use a lot of orbs in general. He doesn't. So you would do a spam orb there. He would probably just take this, and when the time comes, he'd actually take some glow, or like one of these. What's it called? Whatever these are called. Put them back there and make them fade in. So that would be something that RobTop would probably do. And hold on 1 second. 1 second. Sorry about that. Something fell over my desk. I had to fix it, so all back to normal right now. So yeah, so that's like sort of a basic RobTop gameplay. And actually, most RobTop gameplay isn't crowded at all. So this seems to me almost a little too crowded. Like if you really look at it, if you really just look at the basic gameplay, the newer levels like deadlocked and like excluding the demon levels, and maybe Geometrical Dominator at some points and Finger Dash, like the newer levels. But they're just the basic like RobTop levels that he's known for. Is really they're not crowded
This
at
cut
all.
has been analytically designed. This
Like
cut
all
has
this
been analytically
stuff, yeah,
designed
it's there
to
in some
break
places,
on
but not
radio,
all of them.
and it will.
So sometimes you put 3 orbs there. RobTop would not.
And it
So he would not just put an auto part right there. That would be something you wouldn't want to do. You would want to think of a way just to like maybe do that, that, maybe that. So just like some basic gameplay, put that there, there. Give it like a little payload almost. Actually, a way to do this would be to take these. There we go. And take the corners like that. Go. Okay. So
This
that's
cut has
that.
been analytically designed to break on radio,
Oh, that's not good. So screwed up a little here.
and it will. Sooner or later.
You'll be good. You know what would be good right here? An orb. Just to orb over some spikes.
This cut has been analytically designed.
Oops.
This cut has been analytically
So,
designed.
and
This
as you
cut
know,
has been
if you
analytically
watch my
designed
levels, I've
to
beaten
break
some
on
hard demons. I've
radio,
beaten an insane
and
demon.
it will.
So sometimes I'll do multiple attempts on a part. Okay, that's not because I'm bad. It's just because I'm not good with doing it one attempt. I have the perseverance to get through it, but not necessarily one attempt. So I mean, I know there's a few types of players out there, and sometimes a player will be able to do a level 1 attempt.
And it
That's
will.
not me. I don't have that kind of skill. I have the kind of skill where it's like you work hard,
This
basically.
cut has been analytically
So
designed to break on radio, and it will. Will.
so right here, there's like a little song thing, and almost like electrodynamics feel. So I'm getting that like sort of feel right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this right here, and usually so in this little like suma part right here, that will kind of be like the.
Sooner or later.
So as you see right there, that will be like it. So I'm kind of gonna want
And
to
it
see where
will.
it starts.
Sooner
Right there.
will. Will.
Right about there. So I'm gonna try to get it so where you're gonna jump up to there, jump up to another block, and then it's gonna be you'll see. So we'll see RobTop gameplay again is simple like this, just very. It's not perfect sync, but it's not bad sync. So let's go ahead and
Sooner or later.
there we go. And I'm kind of just gonna swipe this way up until like right maybe about there. Get rid of that.
This cut has been
Oh, didn't
analytically
mean to do that,
designed
but
to break
it's okay.
on radio, and it will.
So see, that's one of my mistakes. I sometimes way overestimate the block length,
This cut has been
and that's
analytically
because
designed.
I'm not saying this is a great
This
excuse,
cut
but
has
I'm
been
saying it's
analytically
what I have.
designed.
When I build
This cut has
levels,
been
I work a
analytically
lot with three
designed
times
to
speed,
break
and I
on
don't usually
radio,
build levels, but like
and it
when I
will.
make layouts,
Sooner or later.
they're usually 3 times speed layouts. So I have just severely, uh, a lot of times I just severely overestimate the, oh, there's another one to do. The, oh god, blank right there. The, how far the cube, I want to do that. How far the cube could jump and such. So, yeah, you'll see me do that sometimes.
This cut has been analytically designed.
here. Actually, let's do this. So there's also gameplay that sometimes can be skipped, such as this. So in some levels there's auto parts that can be skipped. I'm not going to make this an auto part that can be skipped, but sometimes there is, and it's kind of like, really?
This cut has been analytically designed
I'm going to try not to make this. It probably still won't be able to be, but you know. I'm going to go ahead and just make like a little 2-spike jump here. Seems like a RobTop gameplay move. And then we're just going to make like a sort of little like this. So it's possible to skip, yes, but it's also easier not to. Like a lot of RobTop game, like not a lot, but some RobTop auto parts are just sort of like, yeah, you can skip it, but do you really need to? Like, is there really a need to skip it? And I know, yes, people will be like, say a user creates level, oh my god, you can skip this auto part here. But RobTop gameplay, I mean, it can't really be criticized. I mean, it can, but it can't really. It's not like RobTop's going to take it down, right? It's his own gameplay. So sometimes someone would do this right there, right? That is not what RobTop would do. RobTop would make a just portal like that. Maybe make a spike up here, just so like you don't want to jump up there. So it would kind of look like this. He'd also just make like a little, from what I know, he would probably make a little just patch right here, just for kind of design, but not completely.
This cut has been analytically designed to break on radio, and it will. Sooner or later.
So here it looks like another place for good orb. Another thing would be like in the beginning of Deadlocked. A lot of usually created levels use the portals to switch you to a different place, almost for like new decorate. Oh, what was that? Like a new decoration place. Where RobTop just sort of uses them to teleport you, like just right there. So like someone else maybe would do a like I go all the way and maybe do some more teleport it back. RobTop would not. I mean I don't want to say this for sure, but I know in Deadlocked it would be like this. Like this would be the portal right here. So, and he'd also probably do it. And I use probably a lot here because I don't necessarily know, but I'm just going off of like the RobTop sort of style. 2-block right there. So again, a portal would be a great RobTop addition here. And sometimes you don't know whether you should do like one of these, or just one of these. If it's a portal, you you would want to do this like this because it's kind of saying if you try to go up, you can't. It's not possible. So this will be a good idea like that. And also you want to make sure it's play tested. So if you skip that, we'll be able to do that. So maybe you could leave to a coin up there, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna put a I'm actually gonna do this. Let's go here and edit swipe. I know this is Viper and paste, but come on guys. It's not like a whole block of Viper and paste. It's just this. I mean, I was gonna build it anyway. Just the layout. So just like that, that'd be like something RobTop would do. And also, you want to make sure you can't go down. Impossible to go down. You want to make sure it's like that because a lot of times, some of RobTop gameplay, if you don't put spikes on the ground, people can easily pass it. And even some of the gameplay, like say that little secret way thing in Theory of Everything 2, you can go through that. and you wouldn't expect to go through it, but you can. So it's like there's always places where you can just sort of find a way to go through. You don't want that to happen. I'm not necessarily saying RobTop is the best ever, but I'm saying if you're going to try to build his own gameplay, a lot of times there'll just be empty space. So this is sort of like deco here. I'm just going to show you really quick. I like to do this in my levels where you put a spike behind there. RobTop doesn't necessarily do that much, but I'm just a hint out there. Put some of those right there. So yeah. So now this is a good time for a yellow orb right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just so it's impossible to not hit it. And then maybe right about here, he would do one of those cycle things where it's like you go up, you go up, you go too far up, and then perfect. So it's like maybe I'm just gonna do this for now because it works. Or actually, a little bit lower. Just gonna do a bit higher. Yeah. I'm gonna do this for now, just because there's definitely a better way to decorate this. But I just feel that this would be, this is just, again, this is just a layout. We're working on mainly gameplay here, so as long as you die in the place you have to die at, it's fine. And I'm not saying this is what RobTop would do. He definitely wouldn't do that. Some people would, he would not. Unless it's a theory of everything, but pretty good right there. So even that is just still too much. I guess we're gonna do maybe yellow orbs. Actually, let's go ahead and switch it up a bit. Let's do yellow orbs, that. So it's like, oh, which one do you hit? And RobTop gameplay is pretty easy to predict, but it's just still for beginners. You still have to like sort of get it down a little. It's not just an easy hey. He usually doesn't do this if he's gonna put out a block. It would do like that. Just a reminder. And then a quick 3 block right here, even a 4 block, just so it's like, no, you can't jump here. But right here would be a place that he would do something such as that. And maybe, not saying all the time RobTop would do this, but sort of switch it around a little. There, like that. Now it's time for the block height. So in all of his levels, at least one point, there's a place where you're literally just climbing blocks, just climbing and climbing, climbing for at least 3 or 4 blocks, in all of them. And in Stereo Madness, it's basically the entire level. But as we get on, it's a little harder to find out which one is which. Like in Cycles, it's the part where there's a roof above you and there's all the the mini 3 spikes. Say. In Electrodynamics, it's the middle part. So there's always at least one part of block climbing. That's just what I call it. And in every RobTop level. And that seems to be not, except for like the first few levels where that's all there was, just blocks and stuff, and that's all anyone ever did, like just blah. There seems to be in like right after the beginning of the level. So like after this part, say in Electrodynamics, you go through the ship or whatever, like see it just sort of she seems to fit with it. And then we're gonna do a right there. Let's go ahead and do a gravity orb right there. So it's like, hey, you're not supposed to. And sometimes in RobTop levels, he would put like be a question mark right there, and then an X over that. Or in the newer levels, he'd put like a where is it? It's not here, is it? like a smiley face in the correct orb, something like that. Maybe some decoration. Too big. So this is, yes, it's not even technically, this is deco, but I'm just sort of showing it off just like as a thing. Maybe, I don't know. Where am I? Alright. So just a little note there. Sort of take that away now, as it is a layout. And I'm one of those people who's hardcore like layout. You can't do any deco. I don't know why, but I just am. So right here, a lot of people would, I mean, I'm not saying a lot of people, but sometimes maybe you would think, oh, put a platform there and put maybe some jump pads or maybe a dash rope or something like that. As far as I know, RobTop would do something maybe like, not even like that, like this. He would want to just block right there so you're not instantly hitting it, and then when you hit this block, it like sort of pulls the background, and that would be the oh god, background noise. Hold on one moment. Sorry about that. I'll probably edit that part out. Maybe. Probably not actually. I'm too lazy to. But anyway, where was I? Yeah. So he'd probably do again with like this right here. Although he'd fade those in or like pulse it. So yeah. Right there, that would be one of the parts where like Baba would work. And also maybe you, or I don't, maybe not you, maybe your friend would put like a spike there, or right there. RobTop would never do that. It's just a waste of an object. Because we know how RobTop is object conservative, right? I mean, he doesn't seem to use that many objects, but so now we've gotten to this little part right here, and since this is sort of taking electrodynamics layout style, so right here would be a perfect place to use this portal, and perfect place right there. Oh my god, I'm gonna cut this out later. Okay, yeah. I'm pretty sure I'm going to cut that part out. Definitely, because it's just blank space right there. Anyway, so... So right here would be maybe a, we don't even, right? Let's go ahead and see where we land out. Oops. So right about there, and I don't know if this is one of the few times where you don't really know. Sometimes, some levels, it's always design worthy. Not worthy, it's always like based on the design. Sometimes in a RobTop level, he'd use a saw to do this. Sometimes he would use some spikes. You don't truly know, except at the design level, so I'm just going to assume that this design was going to be a saw, or is going to be a saw because I'm creating the level again. So, there you go, there's the saw. Right there. Put one of these, so it's like you don't want to jump there. Actually, it would be cool. That would be nice. Okay, so what we're gonna do is do the classic RobTop little the RobTop little troll thing. So it's like the other way is possible to go, but then you realize when it's too late, oh, this is impossible. So I'm gonna try to make that. Or that, okay, that's already impossible. Never mind, I don't need to make that. But sometimes you make a way where it's like maybe in a dry out or basic. I'm just using levels as examples. It'd be like, sorry, Jax, like GW Jax was really great at that. And it'd be like, okay, there's this way, but oh no, that way's impossible, but you know at the last second. So that'd definitely be a ship part right there. Maybe change upside down halfway through. Probably would be a ship part halfway through. So, oops. I always overestimate how far my cube's gonna go there. So right there, I'll be like, buh. I live in the noisiest house stuff literally all the time. So right here would be one of those tough situations where you would want to make it just be 2 block. You don't. In RobTop levels right here, it'd be just like this, so the player doesn't fall. It's an easy transition. Into a ship, you still have a block left over. It's still good, and also we're gonna go ahead and do this. Oh, not that. I'm gonna do all this right here. Copy and paste. Copy and paste that up. Just the cube. And maybe do a little speed change there. So just like that. So there we go. We've got to the ship. Now we're going to go ahead and decorate this. So Remember, RobTop levels don't always have the best decoration, and no, for clarification, I'm not going to say this is going to be a 1.0 themed level. Ta-da! No, that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a decorate. I'm going to do a decoration, but it's not going to, RobTop levels aren't necessarily the best decorated levels of all time. So let's go over here to the beginning of the level, way back here. I'm just going to start with this block here, so let's go to the next group, whatever you want to say, and these blocks. RobTop loves to use these blocks. So we're going to use the one with white also, just because we're going to try to mimic it off the background, and you'll see what I mean by that later. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Probably right in front of me. It is right in front of me. So here we go, and let's just take these, use these. So now we just have a block white on white. So up at the top, let's go ahead and go over here to the top, edit that, in the base color, light LBG, the detail color is, let's actually copy the background color, and okay, I'm going to do something that's going to help you a lot. Copy the background color, make it color 2. Copy the ground color, make it color 3, and copy the ground 2 color and make it color 4. I don't use a lot of line that much, but if you do, I guess make it 5. I don't know. So here we go. Let's go back to here. So base maybe could be copy to. Let's go ahead and take the background and just let's make that a little more blue. Like that maybe. And the top would be like a darkish. Oh, I'm still in. Okay. Detail would be darkish. Like that. No, that doesn't look light enough. This needs to be lighter. Copy that. You always want to have those constant because you could always make them lighter. Copy them and make them lighter. Okay, that looks good right there. That looks like a RobTop level. So, well, let's actually don't want to select all of those, just these. And we're going to go ahead and go to 5 like that. There you go. So that is a basic RobTop block. Now, okay, well, what else? The line on the outside. The line on the outside is not always common in RobTop blocks, but I'm going to keep it there. So what I'm going to do is actually put a little tiny twist to it, and you'll see what I mean. So these, we're actually going to take these right here, okay, edit the group and make them group 1. Okay, so what I'm doing with this is I'm going to make 1 the alpha group, okay? This group is never ever going to become, it's never ever going to become opaque. It's always going to be like just completely invisible. It's never going to be anything but. So it's going to stay there. And then I'm going to take this and make this like a top, right? Okay, right. It's going to go here, take the top, and we're going to make it that color. Okay. That doesn't look good at all. Now what if we take that off? I don't know. For now, you know what, for now, I am just going to go, and I'm just going to leave the lines alone for now, okay? But we're going to do that because if you look, that's just nice right there. Nice little block. The next thing to do on the block is take these right here, okay, the glow, whatever you want to call them. You want to call them glows, you want to call them, I don't know, whatever you want to call them. You're going to take them, okay, and you're going to make them, you can make them the big ones, you can make them the small ones. I'm going to say for this level, I'm going to use the small ones, mostly because I think, from what I know, that RobTop tends to use the small glows or whatever more. And he usually only uses them on the top of the block, if you notice, or the top of the ground. If you've ever played his levels, you would, I don't want to say ever played his levels, you would know this, but if you play his levels a decent amount of time, you'll know this. So, I'm actually going to do this, see how this works, because, there you go. Like that. That is a good little glow. I don't know. Any other glow that I can use? Is there any other stop? Or is it just like that? What I feared. Okay. So I guess we're just gonna stop it like that. Like so. Or we can just make it go to the end. This is where you gotta get a little creative here. You gotta figure out what you want to do with the glow, because the glow is an important part of a RobTop level. There's always glow. But what you're gonna do with it, that is what sometimes the game changer is. So for now, I'm just gonna leave it you know what we can do? We can actually make a 3D glow effect. That would be cool. We're gonna do this. So I know this technically isn't in a lot of RobTop styles levels, but every single level, there's always a new type of glow. Every single time, every glow is always different than the last glow level. So we're gonna make a 3D RobTop glow level, because you know, why not? It's gonna look great. So here we go. Okay, so I accidentally ended the recording when I tapped that. When I actually tapped the what is it called? I forgot. I actually tapped outside of the jump trash little box here, so it actually ends the recording. It's kind of weird. I don't know why it does that, but it does. So currently we have this for our little block. I want to make it cut off right there. Now I don't know how, and I know there's probably an easy way, but again, this is kind of a learning thing for me too. So I'm actually just gonna do this. That's ending. Maybe I should just cover the block, right? Isn't that good? Okay, that's good. We're just going to do this. We're just going to make the whole block glow. And this is just for the purpose of learning about glow. You know, why not? So, RobTop levels always have glow. This themed level is going to have this kind of glow. So,
This cut has been analytically designed.
for this beginning part, I'm thinking that we're gonna slowly fade in the glow. So we're gonna edit this object, and it's gonna be light BG, okay, like that. So then the color of we're gonna have to go here because is there a light background back here? Does the colors carry over? They do not. Okay. So where is LBG? Is that just a specific color inside of it? Because okay, we could actually take let's just take the background color and nope, that's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do. No, 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 no. Ugh. Except every time. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take all the glows there, all the glows there, all the glows there, and we're gonna edit all of them. I'm gonna go to here, go in there, copy that color, and come over here and paste it, and we're gonna make it on the other side of the spectrum. Okay, like that. There you go, that's nice. So, first of all, why is there two of them over there? I don't know why that is. What did it say? Copy and paste. I can totally do that. Oh, there you go. Okay, now we're gonna take I believe this is color 7. We're gonna take this color 7 and we're gonna make it 0 opacity. This is gonna be fade time. paste that, and we're going to make that there. Make this opacity 100. We're going to make this an extremely long fade time. We're going to need this to go on for
to break on radio, and it will,
right about there. So not extremely long, but we do want it to carry on for a bit because we don't want it to actually end right there. We want it to end a little bit after. That's perfect. So we're just going to show you how this ends up fading in. Oh, I forgot about that.
This cut has been analytically designed.
So I'm actually going to make it start a little bit before. There. Okay.
This cut has been analytically designed. This cut has been analytically designed. This cut has
So
been
that seems like a
analytically
decent
designed.
start to RobTop level.
This cut has been analytically designed to break on radio, and it will. Sooner or later.
So we're going to go over one more thing before we end this video. And yeah, one more thing. So one more question mark. We already went over the gameplay. We're gonna go over one more thing. We're gonna go over extra deco and air deco. So right over here would be a great place to start with that. Okay, great place to start with the air deco. Air deco with RobTop levels is different depending on the level. So for this one, we're just gonna be creative. This is one part where we're gonna actually have to be very creative. So we're gonna go ahead and take this. We're gonna copy that background color. Okay, number 8, paste it, and we're gonna make it a little less. So it looks like, oh, forgot about that. Forgot that it was in a different one. It's going to be 2. The detail's going to be 8. The 8's going to be down to like 64. Okay. So it looks like that, right? I'm going to copy and paste that, and I'm going to move that over to here. We're actually just going to scale these instead of actually getting new ones. And I find that easier to do. And I guess that's vibrant and paste technically, or not even technically, it is sort of vibrant and paste, but whatever, you know. YOLO, right? Always gotta vibrant and paste something. So like maybe like I'll put that out a little. Speak like get one more or two that don't even affect anything, but that are just there. And get one really small one over here. 0.5 like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put a start position right about there yet again and show you how this works. So as you see, you can't hit any of them if you do go the right way, and if you go the wrong way, like say I'm going to go ahead and hit that one, you're still going to hit them. So that's good right there. And then you're going to have a secondary one. So for me, it's going to be these. And so if it's however scale it is there, it's going to be the same if you take my reading. So like 8, we're going to actually go here. We're going to go to 3. We're going to go to 4. Copy that color. Paste that color. We're going to 78. Which one is this? That's the, this has to be 9, and this we're going to put as 5. So this is how it's going to look. I think it looks pretty good. So say this scale is 115. So this scale will be 115, and so on. Scale's kind of hard to work with in some cases because it's all relative. So copy and paste 0.5. So sometimes it moves longer with scale. It's weird. It's like it's just scale can sometimes be like weird. One of the weirdest ones to use because it can make things seem smaller and bigger, and sometimes it makes it look better. Sometimes it makes it look worse. So you can be careful with it. You don't want to use it too much. Like, and you don't want to get things going in and out in scale. 9, so this. You don't want to have things that are like woo, 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 woo in scale, out scale, like all over the place. And I know there's no scale trigger. Yeah, I know. I play Jump Stretch, but I'm talking about if you had like to scale blocks here, and then all of a sudden just right here you didn't, and then here you had way bigger blocks. That's like not necessarily the best deco to have. Like it doesn't look that good. At least to me, and it definitely is not going to be at RobTop level. That's definitely not going to be. So I can tell you that for sure. RobTop is not going to make a terrible scale level. So there you go. Those are my little details. Let's go ahead and look at them. They're not the best. They're not done yet. I'm going to work on a little bit more, but that's just like the base of it right there. Pretty nice. Okay. Now you're going to make the one last thing. So you're going to go to two right here. We're going to go ahead and find zoom in, and we're going to go ahead and find this. So this, you're going to place it. Okay, and you're going to scale it. That. Okay. You're going to place it right there. You're going to put it on L light background, okay? Copy and paste it, move it over there. You paste it, put it up. And I know not all these will have the exact same due to your friend's scale, but it doesn't really have to. It just has to have like sort of relatively the same, like sort of around the margin. Because you are going to flash by, and the only time you'll die at it is if you click wrong. This one you're going to go a little bit smaller, maybe down to 72, just a little. So now we have this right here. Deselect, and let's go ahead and play it. And I know this isn't the best RobTop level of all time, but this is, oh wow, this is just the basics to it. So, pretty nice right there. Oh, I forgot to do the one on the edge, my bad. My bad, guys. Okay. So, just like that, I think it looks pretty good. You can always add more stuff, right? So, the final touch, I'm going to say, is my final touch to it would be doing this. You're going to take the spike, edit the group, B4, and rotate it. You copy and paste one, switch it around, and make it a little shorter on the ground. Copy and paste one, put it alone, make it a little, scale it a little bigger, something like that, okay? But there's actually one more thing. There's actually one more little thing that I think would be good to know for RobTop levels, and that's the two more, but they can be set as one, or they can't be set as one, but they can be you'll see what I mean. So there's just the blank background. Where is it? So what am I doing? There's like this. So say you wanted to make it a we're gonna switch over to red, okay? Oh, that just looks terrible. Okay. Blood red. Yes, beautiful. And we have just our red here. We're all ready to go. Ready. Get it? So you have a red right there. Like, it looks great. There's something you may want to do to it. Put just these over it. Just flat out put these over it. Okay. And the reason for this is it's kind of weird. I mean, it's not kind of weird, but it's sorry about that, my phone. It's it makes it like, I guess, deco almost. It's kind of like deco in a way. So there you go, like that. Maybe you wanna take one like this, and you always want to move it one in. It's over there. So if it's like over here, it'd be coming out of the top, move it one up. Okay, so then move this one in case one up. Move it one in too. It makes it look all together better. So like right there, you want to move one up, one in, copy and paste it, and go just down one. Like that. Maybe you don't even have to do those kind of slopes, you can do these too. You can do any slopes you want. This is just a like kind of little thing. So it's kind of like that. Put one of these into here and go 2, 1, 2. Just like that. And maybe you want to do a little deco in the middle, so you're going to take one of these like this. You're going to make it 11 and make 11 just black. And then you're going to want to take one of these and make this. Deselect it. There we go, okay. Maybe copy and paste that. Just scale it a little over there. That, and then take, or is it here? Take one of the smileys. Group T3. Scale it down, just sort of little detail like that. And that can just give you a just fine little segment right there. Works great. So that's all, I guess, for today. I mean, air deco is pretty simple. You just want to sort of put some things there. Maybe put a thumbs up. You don't even have to use these. You can use more things too, of course. And then there's background deco, which basically you just have to create like maybe just a background like this. It can be literally this simple. And it can still be just in the background there, just to make it look better. And that's pretty much all you have to know for RobTop levels. So I'm going to go ahead and play the layout. This is not a full level. This is not even close to one. But this is just sort of little tips and tricks around and like RobTop gameplay. I may continue on with this level or layout. I don't know. But this is just sort of this is a RobTop episode kind of. Showing maybe some gameplay that he would do or something. Some kind of, you never know. Thank you guys for watching this video. See you guys next time. I don't know when I'm gonna upload this. Probably not today, which is the 3rd, as you can, or you can't see, but it's the 3rd. But I may upload it on the 4th tomorrow. So yeah, but there is going to be some Pokemon videos coming too. If I do upload it tomorrow on the 4th, I'll upload it after the Pokemon video coming that day. And there's one definitely coming on the 5th or the 6th. Probably the 6th, but you never know. Also, got some other things, a surprise actually coming. So, yeah, E2E Xbox next Tuesday. Well, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Adios.